Well, hey there everybody, this is Tucker with My Investing Mentor. Thanks for taking the time to watch this most recent In the Trenches video that we're shooting here today. I'm out here at our most recent, well not most recent, but one of our more recent renovation projects. As you can see, there's no house there anymore, so this was actually a renovation project that we were going to do, but it turns out after running into some unforeseen issues that we were just going to go ahead and have to take the house down and start all over. So the topic of today's In the Trenches is the rehabbing part of the business, not so much the wholesaling, which we've been talking about as of late. With rehabbing, it's you know, you never really know what you're going to get. You can plan for just about everything, but sometimes you get curveballs thrown at you that you just have to adjust to deal with. This particular property, which was a rather nice house that we purchased for $200,000, we had planned on putting about 70 or 80 grand into it and selling it for around 400 to 420,000 once we were completed with the renovations. The problem that we ended up running into is that the right-hand side of the property was sinking due to some soil that didn't get compacted properly when the house got built, along with the fact that there was a sewer line that ran under the right-hand side of the property without any sort of an easement from the neighbor. And that sewer line had been leaking for years and years and years, which had caused some pretty major erosion under the house. So the house was basically looked like a rainbow. So our options were to replace essentially the entire foundation, jack the house up, pour the new foundation, and set it back down on it. Or option B, which is tear down the house. We ended up tearing down the house because it was a full height foundation in the basement down there. So basically it was 7-foot tall foundation walls. So the cost of doing that new foundation all the way around the house, along with the fact that if you look at the left side of the property there, there's not a whole lot of room between the fence line and what was the edge of the house. So it'd be pretty difficult to get an excavator back there. So for about a difference of 40 or 50,000 bucks, we could build brand new versus complete the rehab on this property. And the end sales price would be about $150,000 to $170,000 higher if we built new versus rehabbing, because we could build a much bigger house on the lot here. So anyway, that's what we're doing now with this particular project. But the point is, with rehabbing, you just never know what you're going to get. You could get a house that has more problems than you thought. You could have to deal with some unruly home inspectors that think they know everything, which is always fun. You could deal with home buyers that are either paranoid of just about everything or just don't have a firm grasp of what is a big deal and what's not within a house. So there's always something when it comes to rehabbing, and you need to kind of prepare yourself for that if you're going to step out from just wholesaling and actually take on some projects and start rehabbing. Now on the flip side, the potential profits that you can make are much bigger than that of wholesaling. This particular house that we're going to build here will have, you know, probably between $150,000 and $200,000 margin on it when we're done with it, pretty conservatively. So you know, we probably could have wholesaled this property for 15, maybe 20,000 bucks if we wanted to go that route initially. But on the flip side, you know, we may make upwards of $200,000 even going with the plan B and having to tear down the house. So getting into actual rehabbing versus wholesaling, that's where you're going to build your true wealth in this business. You're going to accumulate money much quicker than that of wholesaling, but it's good to do a balance. It's good to do both. So get out there, get yourself find yourself a good project, and if you're going to step into rehabbing, just remember there's going to be things that you can't foresee when you get into it, but take it in stride, and as long as your margins are right, things will work out in the end. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.